What's up, fight fans? Greetings from the Wrestleverse. This is Lady J, and it's time to take it to the ring. Today, we are reviewing New Japan Strong, King of Sports. All right, first up, Gabriel Kidd versus the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham. We are expecting a superior technical contest in this match. Gresham is considered one of the best technical wrestlers. Gabriel Kidd, he's still a young lion. He hasn't graduated beyond his plain black trunks. This is a singles match, and Gabriel Kidd has dreams of getting the IWGP Championship. But we gotta start somewhere. We got wrist locks and rolling out of hold, grappling side headlock. This is a very Greco-Roman feeling match so far. We're on the ground, and then Gresham slapping the soles of Kidd before he gets in his ankle lock, and Kidd hoists Gresham up. We get this arm drag by Kidd twice now, single leg takedowns, vertical single leg lock, trying to flip Gresham, and Gresham refused a handshake from Kidd. Things are getting spicy. We got collared elbow tie-up rolling back and forth. There's more aggressive lockups. And Gresham poked Kidd in the eye. We had to take a break. Kidd is being a good sport, though, totally believing that Gresham didn't poke him in on purpose. And then we got a toe drop hold. Legs are like tangled up, and Gresham is getting feisty. Twisting Kidd around, fully extending this tangled leg lock, and Kidd goes for a rope break. These two are getting grumpy. They're shoving, they're face slapping, tackle forearm strikes are being exchanged. This big body slam by Kidd, followed by a giant chop to the chest. Gresham drops Kidd off the apron with a missile drop kick. We are slamming back and forth into the turnbuckles, and then we try to get this Billy Robinson butterfly suplex, but Kidd's arms fail him. He's just been kicked too many times there. We get a Hurricane Rana by Gresham, roll through left and right and left and right with 2 counts going back and forth for each guy. Then we have the leg scissor pin, makes Jonathan Gresham the winner with only 2 minutes left on the clock. Arm raised for the win. Even though these two got all grumpy, they still practice good sportsmanship, and they shake hands at the end like champs. Next up, we have a trios match. Carl Fredericks, Ren Narita, and Clark Connors representing LA Dojo versus Will Ospreay, Jeff Cobb, and TJP for United Empire. Now, these guys, they come out, and then Will has 3 freaking title belts on. He doesn't have enough space to put his title belts on. And the bell rings, and everyone is brawling at the same time in the ring. Connors is after TJP. Ospreay's right on Ren, and Cobb is going for Fredericks. We got big chops, kicks, double backdrop on Ospreay. Ren kicks Ospreay in the head, sending him backwards over the top rope. Fredericks is high flying, knocking over Cobb and Ospreay. Connors is just chopping TJP and baiting him in the corner. And Carl and Ren finally get some legit tags in. A little bit more orders going on. And they are working over TJP. They got some bad blood with TJP. There's some claims that he backstabbed the guys from the LA Dojo and left them to go on for his career. Anyways, TJP reverses a vertical suplex from Fredericks and ties him up, forcing Fredericks to make a tag. TJP is all up on his back. And then Ospreay gets tagged in, and Ren is slugging Ospreay and tossed him in a hard bridged suplex. Ren gets tripped down by Cobb, pulled out of the ring, and throws Ren into the turnbuckle barricade. And Cobb looks like, who, me? I didn't do anything. And then gives little praying hands peace be with you. I just kicked your ass. Cobb wants in, and then he slugs Ren and pulls Ren's hair and does a one finger. He's like, I'm gonna go boop and put the cover on you. But of course, Ren kicks out. And then Cobb decides to go surfing on Ren's chest. We get this big, long vertical suplex and does a big squat with him and tosses Ren. Ospreay is back, giving punishing chops. I can feel the sound through the freaking TV screen. Poor Ren. Spinning backbreaker, but a kick out at 2. Ren sneaks in a belly-to-belly suplex and tags Connors, and he is on fire. All of the United Empire is out. He's running the ropes and sends Ospreay flying off course, and then we get, a 2-count cover with this awesome springboard Pele kick. So pretty, Ospreay. TJP is back, smashing his boot into the face of Connors. Beautiful power slam by Connors, and TJP gets speared through the freaking ropes. Watch that one. And then double stomp to the knees of Connors, then breaks into a sharpshooter, but Ren breaks it up. And then Connors is back, the explosive Wild Rhino. And then Cobb gets caught in a spine buster by Fredericks. Another back suplex, elbow strikes with a 2-count cover. Cobb's vertical suplex was clocked. Ospreay springboard elbow off the top rope out of nowhere. Connor's knee is out. All of United Empire takes turns super kicking Fredericks in the face, and then he staggers into the middle of the ring, just straight into the tour of the islands, and it's all over. Until freaking Connors dives in out of nowhere and breaks it up at like the 2.99 count. And TJP puts Connors in another sharpshooter. Cobb takes Carl on a second tour of the islands, and there is no stopping Jeff Cobb at this point. TJP is being a little butthole, and he's cranking on Connor's knee, even though it's all over and Cobb has won the match. And then Ospreay comes in, messing up the knee of Connors even more. And then Ren, after this is all over, Ren's like, I'm going to get back in the ring. Well, they just go and stomp on Ren. They overdid it, but it was such a good match. Tomohiro Ishii versus Brody King. The Stone Pitbull, Tomohiro Ishii. These guys are like 2 brick walls, and Brody finally bulldozes Ishii. Ishii is eating chops by King and gets body slammed, followed by his big senton splash. Forearm strikes are being exchanged, but Brody gets a hard club over the head of Ishii. I felt that chop by Brody, and they just continue. And Ishii is locked in the ropes. He's inviting the hits. You just hit me again. And then Ishii has been trying to get Brody into a vertical suplex twice now, but he's only managed to get Brody's feet just barely off the floor. But finally, Ishii gets Brody King up in the air. Brody King's like twice his freaking size and over. Now Ishii is chopping the crap out of Brody in the corner. Headbutts, clotheslines, striking back and forth. We get a splash in the corner followed by a cannonball by Brody. Pile driver to Ishii for a 2 count. Ishii is back at it with a huge forearm from Brody. Takes Ishii down, but Ishii pushed Brody against the ropes and uses that momentum to launch Brody into a big German suplex. A headbutt drops Brody. Ishii runs into a sliding lariat, but Brody just stops it and catches it. But Ishii gets a serious lariat only for a 2 count. We see a sidewalk slam followed by a Death Valley driver, and Ishii just barely kicks out in time. Enziguri, cover for a 2, sliding lariat for another 2 count. Will Ishii get Brody in his vertical drop brainbuster? Oh yes, and he did for the win. All right, here at Take It to the Ring, we like to give these matches ratings. And number 5 is A Fight Forever, the best rating. Number 4, This is Awesome. Number 3, You still got it. Number 2 is what? And number 1 is boring. And I think this is a must-see episode of New Japan Strong. I give it a fight forever. I was totally into it. You're totally going to be into it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. That's it for this episode of New Japan Strong. Take a moment to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. For more WrestleCap videos, click the link below. Until next time, I'm Lady J, and keep it lucha.